In this demo, we're going to use the Secdo platform to investigate a lead from another system. The platform lets us query 100 days of thread-level endpoint activity using a simple drag-and-drop interface. We have an alert from a web gateway that a host communicated with a malicious IP address in China. We've got the source and destination, but we want to answer questions like, which process is initiating this communication? Where did it come from? How long has it been running? What else did it do? Did it communicate with additional destinations? Are any other endpoints infected? I start by entering the information that I have, the source and destination IP, the port, and click Apply. So the first thing we see is that Secdo also sees this communication in the endpoint activity data. All of the information displayed here was collected by Secdo from the endpoints over the last 100 days. Now I want to find out which process on the endpoint initiated the communication. So I drag the process icon onto the connection, and I receive the answer that the process is calc.exe. Now, that's the Windows calculator, but I can already see that it's not the normal path for calc. So now I want to know what else it did. I drag the registry icon onto the process to see what registry changes it made. I click Apply, and we see that it's added itself to the startup routine in order to become persistent. Now I want to know what files it accessed. I drag and drop the file icon onto the process, and I'm asked to select the relationship: delete, rename, create, or modify. In this case, I'm interested in all access. Here we see that it accessed and read a lot of Office documents of various types, but all of them appear to be files that could contain information about our business. So I know that there was communication with the original suspicious server, but let's see if the process communicated with any additional servers. I drag the network icon and see that there were 2 additional network connections involved, and one of them uploaded 3.2 megabytes of data to a server in the US. I started by investigating one network address, but now I have another one. I want to know if any additional endpoints in the organization communicated with this server. So I drag the process icon onto the new connection and see that 2 additional endpoints with 2 additional processes have accessed this server using the same technique, by masquerading as legitimate Windows applications. They too probably uploaded data. Now, to see which files all 3 processes on all 3 endpoints read, I drag the file icon onto this group. And now I can see that they are all behaving the same way. They're all reading Office files. Last but not least, I want to see how calc got onto this endpoint. I drag a process icon onto the calc process and define the relationship I'm looking for, which is parent-child. I learned that the parent of calc was run once. I continue with this inquiry until I get to PowerPoint. This is the real version of the software, so it's clear this incident was caused by a user that opened a malicious document. I ask which documents PowerPoint accessed to try to figure out which document it was. We see there's one pptx file, which is the root cause. Of course, I can continue to investigate this file. So, in just a few minutes, I conducted an investigation that would take days without Secdo.